The year is 1996. Philadelphia. Garry Kasparov, a man whose name had been synonymous with absolute human intelligence for decades, pushes back his chair and walks out of the hall. He has just lost to a pile of hardware called Deep Blue. The world screamed apocalypse. Headlines read, "Machine defeats man. The end of an era. The sunset of civilization." 30 years have passed. It turns out that computer couldn't even make a cup of tea. It was just an expensive calculator with a good memory for chess openings. The apocalypse turned out to be quite boring. But today in 2026 we find ourselves standing before a different mirror. And in this reflection there is no human. There is only a terrifyingly accurate imitation. And this time it seems our predictions have missed the mark entirely, but in a way we never expected. To understand what is happening, we need to strip away the marketing gloss. Researchers divide AI into 3 categories, and this division isn't just academic boredom, it's the key to the entire story. The first is narrow AI. It's already here. It catches credit card fraud and diagnoses breast cancer 9.4% more accurately than experienced doctors. Waymo's autonomous vehicles drive on real streets without human intervention. It works, it's real, and it's impressive. But here is the nuance. The algorithm saving your life has no concept of what life actually is. It's like a drug-sniffing dog. It detects a scent, but it knows nothing about the cost of addiction. It's just a well-learned trick. The second is strong AI, AGI, a machine with consciousness. Silicon Valley tries to sell us Siri or Alexa as its precursors, but that's a lie. There is a vast canyon between an actor playing a surgeon and a real surgeon. Siri doesn't think. She predicts the most probable sequence of words. It's a magic trick, not intelligence. The third is superintelligence, the God in the machine. This remains pure science fiction, though it doesn't stop tech moguls from acting like medieval alchemists trying to conjure a soul out of electricity without knowing how the human brain actually works. 3 levels, 1 name, artificial intelligence, and a complete mess in the heads of most people, including those who make the decisions on how to regulate it. Machine learning is not magic. It relies on 3 things: algorithms, features, and data. Massive, staggering amounts of data. We call it intelligence, but behind the curtain, thousands of workers in Kenya, the Philippines, and India are paid less than $2 an hour to manually label content. They spend their days filtering through violence and digital filth so that a neural network can learn how to be polite. Today's superintelligence stands on the shoulders of the cheapest, most grueling human labor. It is a new form of digital colonization, only this time without the flags or the gunboats. In 2017, we laughed at AI-generated texts, meaningless, clumsy, and clearly non-human. But by 2026, the imitation has become so seamless that we are no longer laughing, we are afraid. Here is where the story shifts its angle. We feared that AI would become too smart. What we should have feared instead is that we are becoming too trusting. Large language models, LLMs, ChatGPT, and their siblings do not retrieve facts from a database. They generate text that is statistically likely to be true. In most cases, it matches, but not always. In 2025, Google's AI search famously advised users with the authoritative tone of a Harvard professor to put non-toxic glue in their pizza sauce to keep the cheese from sliding off. The source was an old joke from a Reddit thread. The machine cannot distinguish between a scientific fact and irony. This isn't a bug that can be fixed with a patch. It is a fundamental property of the technology. We call it an AI hallucination, and the name is precise. Imagine a person with flawless speech, an academic vocabulary, and a confident tone, telling you absolute nonsense with a perfectly serious face. You won't realize it's nonsense. That is exactly why it is dangerous. Remember IBM Watson, the project that promised to revolutionize oncology? The corporation spent $4 billion. In the end, the system recommended unsafe and incorrect treatments and was quietly sold off in pieces. AI is not just progress, it is a massive bubble of inflated expectations that has burst before, and now it's inflating again. Since the 1970s, AI in medicine has gone through several of these waves. Every time there are promises of a revolution, every time it hits a wall of reality. The only thing that has changed today is that in the past, the system's errors were visible. Now they are written in flawless professional language. How is the world reacting? Much like it reacts to an oil crisis. Europe is implementing the EU AI Act. By August 2026, systems that recognize emotions in the workplace or assign social scores to citizens will be strictly banned. For the first time in history, humanity is trying to legislatively forbid a technology from predicting our behavior. We are afraid of becoming too transparent to our own machines. Corporations are losing billions. The IBM Watson Health project wasn't the only case, just the most expensive one. Meanwhile, government regulators are discovering that medical device legislation uses the term interpretation, assuming the system analyzes data and makes a conclusion. An LLM does not interpret, it generates. These are legally different things, but regulators haven't updated their dictionary yet. Today, any developer can take ChatGPT, wrap it in a beautiful interface, label it a medical assistant, and there are no formal grounds to stop them. Governments will likely solve this by creating several new committees, because nothing accelerates technological progress quite like another stack of approvals. Let's return to 1996, to that chessboard. Kasparov lost to Deep Blue, and it was a psychological shock because we thought chess was the quintessence of the human spirit. Logic, strategy, intuition. It turned out we were wrong. It turned out that chess was just mathematics. Today we have machines that imitate empathy, creativity, and wisdom, but they still do not understand the meaning of the words they utter. The golden rule of history, the same one we saw in Venezuela with its oil or Indonesia with its resources, states, wealth without institutions is a catastrophe. Technology without understanding is the same story. We hold a tool of incredible power in our hands, yet we have not learned how to distinguish truth from probability. The problem isn't that a machine finally passed the Turing test. The problem is that we as humans seem to be failing it. You know what the ultimate irony is? In a world of flawless imitations, we are so desperate to find signs of an alien intelligence that we might not notice how we're gradually losing our own. We've built a mirror that learned to smile better than we do. And now, all that's left is to hope that when we finally stop looking into it, someone is still there on the other side. By the way, are you even sure a human wrote this?